Okay, I'm gonna need first responders there. Sir, what is the address of the emergency? EMS operator 36, what's the location of your emergency?
This is the Jersey City Medical Center's EMS 911 call center, the place where the most urgent phone call of many people's lives is answered in Jersey City. One of the largest and busiest EMS systems in New Jersey, JCMC EMS now responds to more than 90,000 incidents a year and is recognized as one of the best EMS systems in the country. Winner of numerous awards for innovation, training, and nationally recognized response times, JCMC EMS has been featured in industry magazines, newspapers, and on television as an industry leader. Emergency medicine specialist Dr. Johnny Kwan explains why JCMC EMS is so vital to Jersey City residents.
Okay, so pre-hospital medicine means that the treatment of the patient begins at the scene of the accident or the incident. So, here at the Jersey City Medical Center, we have a seamless transition of care from the EMS provider to arrive at the patient. They're starting IV lines, they're treating the airway, treating cardiac problems, giving pain medicines at the scene of the injury or the incident. And so by the time they get to the hospital, they're already, for the most part, stabilized and already being treated.
Dr. Mary Abed, Chief of Cardiology at Jersey City Medical Center, explains why the hospital and EMS is recognized for its high survival rate for heart-related issues.
I am Mary Abbott, Chief of Cardiology at Jersey City Medical Center and a private cardiologist with Total Cardiology in the Jersey City Heights. As cardiologists, we call 911 numerous times in the year. We have depended on their speedy arrival and their ability to stabilize and transport our patients to the emergency room or at times directly to the cardiac catheterization lab. Their professionalism and their competence has been outstanding over the multiple years that I have used them to service my patients in Jersey City.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Kenneth F. Garay lists some of Jersey City Medical Center's impressive achievements.
Jersey City Medical Center has been rated #1 in the state for the past 2 years for hospitals with less than 350 beds. We're the regional heart center, diagnosing all sorts of heart disease and treating open heart surgery patients. We're the regional trauma center, treating everything from gunshot wounds to major motor vehicle accidents. We're the regional perinatal center, treating very sick newborns. That is why we are the best medical center in the area.
He also talks about the recognition JCMC EMS has received nationally.
Jersey City Medical Center EMS ambulance service is the only triply accredited service in the state. What's unique is that we take the hospital to the patient. It's not just transport, but it's actually taking the care to where the patient is ill and is sick.
Unfortunately, all the progress Jersey City Medical Center has made and the benefit it has provided for citizens could be put at risk if the Jersey City Council decides to approve Mayor Fulop's plan to change EMS providers from JCMC EMS to McCabe Ambulance. McCabe is an affiliate of CarePoint, which is a for-profit hospital system that recently took over Christ Hospital in the Jersey City Heights. JCMC EMS Director Robert Luckritz explains the difference between Jersey City Medical Center, a nonprofit hospital, and CarePoint, a for-profit hospital.
My name is Robert Luckritz. I'm the Director of EMS for the Jersey City Medical Center. The primary difference between the Jersey City Medical Center and the CarePoint Health System is that the Jersey City Medical Center is a not-for-profit institution which is governed by a volunteer board of community members. In contrast, CarePoint Health is a conglomerate of for-profit hospitals that are owned and operated by a small group of investors. The CarePoint Health System also operates what we call the out-of-network model, meaning that they are not in network with most insurance carriers. This allows them to charge much higher rates for patients that are visiting their emergency room, which can often be 3, 4, or 5 times that of what we charge here at the Jersey City Medical Center. In fact, the New York Times took a look at the Medicare data that was released last year and found that the Bayonne Medical Center was actually the most expensive hospital in the United States.
Jersey City resident Rebecca Ewell is a prime example of the billing practices of CarePoint hospitals.
My name is Rebecca Ewell, and a few months ago I wasn't feeling very well and I decided to go down to Christ Hospital. Upon my arrival, the nurse had asked me if there was a possibility that I was pregnant, and I let her know that it was a possibility. She then asked me to provide them with a urine sample. A little while later, the physician's assistant came in and in fact told me that I was pregnant. I then told her that I would follow up with my doctor, and there was no more care given to me that day. A few weeks later, I opened up my mail and I had received a bill for $681 for a pregnancy test.
April Cusas, an advocate of affordable health care in Jersey City, has seen the impact CarePoint bills have had on Jersey City families.
Over the past 2 months, I've collected over 24 different sets of medical bills from residents in Jersey City who have went to Christ Hospital or Bayonne Hospital, which is owned by CarePoint. And these people are facing a situation because their medical bills are so high that they may have to file bankruptcy, and this is not good for Jersey City residents in this current economy. People should not be having to choose between sending their kids to school or seeking medical treatment, and we need to put a stop to this kind of for-profit medical care that's coming in our city.
Mr. Luckritz explains the potential impact the switch to McCabe would have on the future of nonprofit hospital care in Jersey City.
Not only as an employee of the hospital, but also as a Jersey City resident, I have serious concerns about the sustainability of Jersey City's sole remaining not-for-profit hospital. Over the next year, Jersey City Medical Center has significant plans for expansion as part of its merger with the Barnabas Health System, both locally on our campus as well as other areas of the city, including the reopening of the Greenville Hospital in the fall of 2014. The award of the EMS contract to McCabe Ambulance could seriously jeopardize the financial stability of the hospital and jeopardize the expansion plans here at the medical center.
Bridget D'Souza, a Jersey City parent, expresses her concerns with the Fulop administration awarding the EMS contract to McCabe.
My name is Bridget D'Souza, and I'm a parent here in Jersey City, and I write a blog called civicparent.org. And I first became aware of this issue back in December 2013. And my biggest concern really was at that point, and still is, the lack of transparency around the city's decision-making process for choosing to go with CarePoint McCabe over its current provider, Jersey City Medical Center, which is a nationally recognized EMS provider.
She also questions the wisdom of changing EMS providers for the city given its prior investments.
The city is going to walk away from Jersey City Medical Center given the millions of dollars that have been invested in the medical center over the past several years to procure things like First Watch, Marvelous System, new ambulances, staff training. To me, as I understand it, CarePoint McCabe does not have some of these technologies and the ambulance capacity. So I just don't understand the decision-making process of the city on this.
Brenda Hall, the Senior Vice President of Patient Safety and Clinical Quality at Jersey City Medical Center, attests to the service the hospital and EMS provides to Jersey City.
I'm Brenda Hall, the Senior Vice President for Patient Safety and Clinical Quality at the Jersey City Medical Center. More so, I am a Jersey City community resident. I have lived in Jersey City all of my life, and I can attest to the value of having Jersey City Medical Center retain the EMS contract.
Mrs. D'Souza isn't happy that the city hasn't been able to explain whether the change will affect quality of service for residents.
I appreciate and understand the mayor's intentions to balance the budget and be fiscally responsible, and I appreciate that. But as a parent, I look at this primarily through the prism of quality. And Jersey City Medical Center, from my seat, is the best quality provider in this situation. And the case has not been made by the city to the public that CarePoint McCabe is even the same quality or better quality than Jersey City Medical Center.
In conclusion, Mr. Luckritz explains the biggest issue facing Jersey City residents if McCabe is awarded the ambulance contract.
But most importantly, I'm concerned about the residents of Jersey City, particularly those that are struggling to get by. When someone calls 911, they shouldn't be concerned about how it is that they're going to pay the staggering medical bills that they might receive as a result of their transport.